Thank you for choosing to install Cali luxury laminate flooring. We hope you enjoy its style, strength, and how easy it is to install. This video addresses how to install flooring with an angle click system, which currently includes planks from Cali's Pacifica and Santa Cruz collections. There are a few pre-installation steps you'll want to check off before getting started. We recommend you order about 5 to 8% more than the square footage you want to cover. Make sure the subfloor is dry, flat, level, and clean. Planks can be laid over most concrete, wood, or vinyl, but carpeting should be removed, and new concrete must be cured for at least 60 days. We require the use of a moisture barrier like 6mm plastic when installing over concrete, or Cali Complete Underlayment, which can be used over all subfloor types. Planks require an expansion gap of at least a ½ inch between the flooring and all immovable vertical objects like walls, cabinets, and pipes. If you're doing a floating installation in an especially big space, you'll want to leave a slightly larger gap and use transition pieces. Cali laminate flooring requires a simple one-day acclimation. Just lay your unopened boxes on the floor as close as possible to the space where you'll be installing and allow them to sit for at least 24 hours. Once you've completed all pre-installation steps, you are ready to start laying planks. You'll need the following tools: a tape measure and pencil, a chalk line, a utility knife, a rubber mallet, a table or circular saw, ½ inch spacers to maintain your expansion gaps, 3/8 inch compressible PE foam backer rod, and 100% flexible silicone sealant. Do not use acrylic-based sealant. Before you start laying the flooring down, measure the room at a right angle to the direction of the planks. Planks in your final row should be at least 3 inches in width. This means the planks in your first row may need to be cut to a smaller size. Open several boxes and shuffle the planks to get a natural blend of patterns and shades. We recommend laying planks following the direction of the main source of light. Starting from the left and making sure that your ½ inch spacers are in place against the wall, place the first plank with the tongue side facing the wall. Install the second plank by aligning the butt end with the end of the first piece at a 45-degree angle. Gently push the second piece down until the tongue and groove lock together to secure the end joint. The planks should lay flat with their joints aligned and secure. Continue until you reach the final plank in the first row. That last plank will probably have to be cut to fit. If what you cut off is at least 6 inches long, you can use it to start your next row. When starting your next row, make sure the butt end joint of your first piece is offset from the joint above it by at least 8 inches. This will give your installation a more natural look. Insert the butt end of the second plank into the butt end of the first plank. Offset the planks by about a ½ inch. Slightly lift the second plank and push in slightly along the edge of the butt seam until the long side is fully engaged. The adjacent plank will also lift, but the butt end seams should stay engaged. Make sure both planks are laying flat and that all seams are secure. Gentle taps with a lightweight rubber mallet or tapping block may help with engagement. Continue installing planks until all rows are in. It's possible you'll need to undercut your door jambs in 2 places. To do this, place a scrap piece of flooring next to the door frame and with a multifunction tool, remove just enough material to allow the flooring to pass underneath. Continue installing rows and repeat this process on the other side. Once the installation is complete, you can use a transition piece like a T-molding in the doorway to conceal the transition. The last row may need to be ripped to fit. Ensure that final row is at least 3 inches wide. Rip the planks of the final row to size and install. If needed, you can use a pull bar and hammer to engage the length of the plank. Remove all ½ inch spacers and insert the 3/8 inch compressible PE foam backer rod into the gap around the perimeter. Seal this expansion space with a flexible silicone sealant. Replace the baseboards or add molding like quarter rounds to cover all expansion gaps. If you need to remove a plank, separate the entire row by gently lifting up at an angle. Then, with the planks flat on the ground, gently lift the plank on the right-hand side to disengage the butt seams. And that's it! Your beautiful new Cali luxury laminate floor is ready to enjoy. Cali, simply authentic.